Can you believe that in a world full of giant saber-toothed tigers and mammoths bigger than your apartment, the first Ice Age movie is actually about a scrappy group of unlikely friends trying to save a baby human? Yeah, sounds pretty wild, right? But that's just the beginning of the epic, funny, and absurd adventure that Ice Age brings to the table. This movie starts with Manny, the huge, grumpy mammoth who just wants to keep to himself. Then there's Sid, the goofy, bumbling sloth who can barely keep his own limbs in check, and Diego, the slick and cunning saber-toothed tiger who probably knows how to hunt better than anyone else in the animal kingdom. Or so he thinks. But the real plot twist begins when they accidentally cross paths with a tiny baby human, and suddenly, everyone's plans are turned upside down. Manny and Diego are just trying to get away from each other and avoid becoming one another's dinner, but then this random baby shows up and suddenly, it's like the world's most unexpected babysitting gig begins. And Sid? Well, Sid's just trying to stay alive, which basically means doing the dumbest things possible at every turn. Seriously, the guy can't even make a sandwich without it turning into a disaster. But hey, who doesn't love a little comic relief? Now, let's talk about some of the weirdest moments in this movie. Can you believe that Sid adopts the baby like it's some sort of sloth parenting instinct he never knew he had? I mean, who does that in the middle of an ice age? It's like he just decided, hey, I've never seen a baby human before, but why not take on the challenge? Meanwhile, Manny's grumbling and Diego's just plotting how to get rid of everyone, and Sid's just busy doing his best sloth impersonation of a caring parent. And let's not forget about the villains, who are actually other hungry animals just looking for a quick meal. But these guys? They are so bad at being bad that it almost feels like they're trying to win an award for the most clueless villains of all time. They chase after Manny, Sid, and Diego in a clumsy, slapstick fashion that's almost impossible not to laugh at. They make some of the worst plans ever, which usually involve some really hilarious blunders, like getting stuck in ice or accidentally stepping on each other. Throughout the movie, you get these hilarious moments, like when Sid tries to use the baby's squeaky voice to make himself sound intimidating, or when Manny accidentally sits on a giant frozen boulder and it rolls down a hill, almost crushing everyone in its path. You'd think it was part of a slapstick comedy rather than an Ice Age survival story. But it's not just about the laughs. Underneath all the goofy humor and crazy chases, Ice Age is actually about finding family in the most unexpected places. Manny, Sid, and Diego start off as total strangers, but by the end of the movie, they've become a close-knit group of friends who look out for each other in the icy wilderness. It's like a frozen version of The Odd Couple, except with prehistoric creatures and a lot more snow. And don't even get me started on the comedic side characters, like the crazy weasel duo, who are always up to no good, and their plans are more ridiculous than a sloth trying to dance to hip-hop music. Somehow, they manage to be the most entertaining part of the movie, just by being their crazy, chaotic selves. In the end, Ice Age is about survival, friendship, and having a good time, even when the world is frozen over. It shows you that even the most mismatched group of animals can find a way to work together when things get tough, and when you've got a goofy sloth, a grumpy mammoth, and a cunning saber-toothed tiger, anything is possible. So, if you're looking for a movie that's hilarious, dramatic, and just plain ridiculous, Ice Age is your go-to choice. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll probably wonder how on earth these prehistoric creatures managed to make it through an ice age and still have so much fun along the way.